Let's talk business 101. If you come from a business background, awesome. You're very likely already understand a little bit about how all of these pieces work. If you don't come from a business background, maybe you've heard about it, you've touched on it. It's something you're like, hey, look, I leave that up for my accountant. But these are very crucial things for you to be paying attention to as a business owner, like at a very fundamental level. When we think about how your business operates, you have what they call your profit and loss statements. Your profit and loss statements on a continual basis are really designed to measure how much money is being collected, how much money is being put out for other expenses, for payroll, whatever it is from a business development standpoint, to what's left over in the bank account every single month. And every month will change over time. So you'll see if you do your own profit loss statements. Sometimes people use QuickBooks or some other platform out there. You can run them on a month by month. You can run them on a per year. You can combine them all. The best thing you want to be looking at with these is that we want to see on a very continual basis. Like, is your business pretty consistent? Is there a cyclical phase that you go through depending on the time of the year? To be able to, one, understand cash flow in your business, because usually that number, again, on the bottom of it will tend to give you a really good barometer of how much money should be in your business bank account. And at the same note, it helps you understand, well, where are there seasons in your business or where you might be needing to hedge or prepare for it? There are a lot of professional service businesses that will continue and operate well no matter what it is. And then there are some that will be out there where they're going to see ebbs and flows depending on the seasons. So being able to keep a close eye on that. And then the other side is what we call your tax returns. So the tax return is a tabulation of a lot of the stuff from the profit loss statement. However, what it really is going to break down is what are your expenses? What did you collect in revenue? And what's left over for you to be taxed on? So the tax return is meant to illustrate historically, well, hey, you collected $1 million in revenue, you've had $500,000 of expenses, and now you have $500 of business income that needs to be reported for tax purposes. And when you're a pass-through entity, like an S corporation, that number gets transferred and translated onto your personal 1040 tax return. It's really important to understand and be able to pay attention to these things on a continual basis, because your profit and loss will actually tell a story of how well your business is actually doing. Because realistically, we want to keep growing. Otherwise, we get stagnant, and then eventually the business could fall apart, and then the value of it could significantly drop. But then your tax return, the other part of the equation is, like, most people will default to their tax preparer to help them reduce their income as much as possible by doing things like contributing maximum amounts into retirement accounts that are qualified. We haven't paid taxes on them yet. Buying equipment in a business, purchasing cars, doing a plethora of different things. So where is it really, are you saving money now to then pay it later? So, like, did I spend $1 to save 30 cents, or did it actually put me in a better position? Every time you reduce the amount of money that you're paying taxes on, that actually hurts the value of your business. And the more murky that is, the more diluted the understanding of what those numbers are. It makes it harder for you to really understand, well, what could I get for this business and how can I negotiate to get the highest value? So no matter what phase of business that you're in, if you're trying to expand, cash flow is important. Tax returns, it's important to understand, like, how much money am I going to have to pay in taxes? And at the same time, if you want to sell at some point or another, well, how do I make sure I maximize and I get the most value for my business? Big question that pops up all the time, but really get familiar with your profit loss, your tax returns. Even if you spend 15 minutes a month to look at it, that's perfect. But become like an expert at understanding how they work and being able to read them. If you want to chat further more on this, let's schedule 15 minutes to talk. Follow the phone number on the back of this video. Send us a text or shoot us a call. We'd be happy to coordinate a time to talk with you.